One second. So, welcome everyone. So today I am going to talk about effect of COVID-19 on power and energy sector. So as you know that whole world is facing now the problems due to coronavirus spread, and it is disturbing the like all the things, like whether it is our lifestyle or any task which we are doing. It is totally affected by coronavirus. So in today's talk, mainly I will be talking what are its effects on our power and energy sector, how our power and energy consumption and demand has changed due to this COVID situation, because in most of the countries the lockdown started, and the commercial industries are badly affected by the coronavirus. So first of all, I will give brief about what is the status of coronavirus, its spread, and then I will talk about the power and energy sector, how it is has affected. So here you can see it. The first case of coronavirus came on 31st December. It started from China, Wuhan city, and that was the first case. It started on 31st December, and then slowly it has increased, like January, February, and March. It has spread to all the to most of the countries, and it has increased exponentially. So in this graph, you can see the number of cases. So it has passed 8 million. So it is more than 80 lakh case. It is the data is up to 23rd June, 2 days back data. So, uh, so here you can see the extent of like how many cases active, how many people are affected on the world. One second. Yeah, sorry for this stress. So then I will go for next. So this was the case for overall. Then you can see it in the world, like which countries are having more number of cases and more number of deaths. So here you can see that US is having more number of cases, more than 22 lakhs. Then Brazil is at second number, then Russia, then India is on fourth number, around 4 lakh cases are there. Here in this data, you can see it is 3,95,000, then UK, Spain, and Peru. And death rate also, you can see it. This death rate is per 1 lakh people. So death rate, again, you can see it, it is more in US, UK, Spain, Peru. Our country death rate is very less. It is a good sign for us. Uh, so and also number of deaths, you can see it is maximum in US only, uh, and then Brazil, and then other countries. Here you can see it with respect to India, where the hottest spot. So as you already know that the coronavirus, it is spread in Maharashtra. It is having more cases in Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, and Delhi mainly. They are the hottest spots. So you can, in this diagram, you can see these cases. Here Maharashtra, we have more cases than Delhi and Tamil Nadu, and other places also, like here you can see Kolkata and other cities. And total active cases, we have around 1,86,000. uh, and here you can see it in India, the death is around 14,000. Here I am showing that the state-wise data. So in state-wise, I already mentioned that Maharashtra is having maximum number of active cases, uh, and then Delhi, Tamil Nadu. These are the major contributor, or they have more number of cases. So overall, India, you can see it, active cases now it is around 2 lakhs. So for different states here, you can see it. Tamil Nadu, then Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, then West Bengal, it is having around 15,000. Then Madhya Pradesh having active cases of around 12,000. Then Haryana 12,000, Andhra Pradesh 10,000. Then Telangana is having 10,000 cases, Karnataka 10,000, then Bihar 8,000, Jammu and Kashmir 6,000, Assam 6,000, Orissa 5,000, Punjab again 4,627, Kerala 3,600, Uttarakhand 2,600, Chhattisgarh 2,400, Jharkhand 2,200, Tripura you can say it is 1,200 around, Manipur 970, Goa 950, Ladakh 932, Himachal Pradesh 806, Puducherry 461, Chandigarh 420, and you can see it in last Meghalaya is having very less 46. So, so these are the like for different states of India, the number of active cases, then how many recovered, and this is that you can check it also here. I have given the reference. There are many websites which is uploading the data, and also many more government websites are also there on which all the data are available. You can just see the graph like how it has increased in India. You can see it from starting. So mainly the cases are happening from February only in India, and it is exponentially increased. So, uh, so as per the government sources, it is around 395, but other sources, the active cases is more. Some of the estimates from ICMR says that the actual infected people in India is very, very high. It will be around 1 cases more than 4 lakhs. And also 2 lakhs around has recovered, as you have already seen. So the so now the active cases around 2 lakh only. In this data, you can see it more than 2 lakhs. It actually is 2 lakhs 71,000 people has recovered from the coronavirus. And then the count of the death in India is around 14,000. You can see it actually is 14,907. And testing also is a very less in India still. Testing, you can see it. It is total is 73 lakh 15,911. This is only total testing done. So still, many people in India are not being tested. So that's why we don't have the actual information. So actual number of infected people in India will be very high since the testing is very less. Total testing is only 73 lakhs till now. Here you can see daily testing. So you can also see the statistics like daily it is around now daily around 16,000 people are getting infected. So this is the recent data, and last day you can see 16,000 people per day is getting infected. And testing, how much we are able to do now? We are able to do around 2 lakhs testing. So exact figure you can say 2,15,000 in last day testing was done. Just to give you some more figures, here you can see it, the actual figures. Like in previous graphs, I have already shown like how much the number of cases per day has increased. So it is continuously increasing. You can see it the last day, 24th June, it was 16,922. Before that was 15,000, then 14,000. So it is gradually increasing. If you'll see from 1st June, so 1st June data, you can see it was around 8,000. Now it is per day, it is 16,000 people are getting infected. So if you see one more back data, one way, it was very less, 2,400. So number of cases is still increasing, and in coming days, number of cases will be very high. You can see the deaths. So death rate is not death per day is not too much. So it is a good thing for us. Still, it is increasing, but not with that much rate. So in last day, you can see it 24 June, it was the death was around 418. Before that also, it was around 300, 400 deaths per day. So you can see earlier also around 1 month back, 1st June also the death was around 204. If you go for 1st May, it was the number of death was less than 100. It was only 70. So number of deaths is also increasing, but it is at a lower rate. So that's a good sign for our country. Here you can see number of tests done. So now you can see it now we are able to tested more than 2 lakh in our country. So last day you can see 23rd June, it was the testing was 2 lakh 7,000. Before that also it 2 lakh 15,000, but it was less in earlier time. If you go for the 1st June, it was you can see it was only 1 lakh 37,000. If you go for 15 May, the testing was less than 1 lakh. If you go for 1st May, it was around 70,000 only. So earlier testing was there was very less, but now it slowly the testing count is also increasing. A lot of new labs are coming where people can go and do the testing. So this was the with respect to India. Now again, I will go for the global scenario. So you can see the countries where the COVID-19 cases are increasing, which is having the peak, which is still increasing. So these are the four major countries where the COVID cases are still increasing comparative to other countries. So one is Brazil, Mexico, India, and Pakistan. Here you can see it from January to June. So the data is up to 23 June taken from BBC. So here you can see the graph, it is still increasing. But for many other countries, the graph has declined, means number of cases, new cases has decreased. But for these four countries are the major concern where the peak is still increasing. So on that, our country is also one. And also you can see it the countries where the death rate is rising. So that also same again, Brazil, Mexico, India, and Pakistan. You can see the death rate is also still rising. It is not rising. India, it is flat. The graph is not exponential, but still it's a concern. You can see in Pakistan, it is the rate of increase is more. So, so the countries where death rate is still increasing, that need more concern. But as I have already mentioned, like some of the countries where the death rate has decreased, here you can see for European countries, some of the countries, Belgium, Germany, and Sweden, the death rate has decreased. You can see from the graph it has fallen. So for those countries, it's a very good sign since the death rate is very less. So they have like more chances of getting recovered and to sustain it. Then I will talk about some of the socio-economic and environmental impact of COVID-19. So as you all know, that because of this COVID-19, the many people become unemployed because many factories and many offices are not functioning. So there is a challenge. So for many companies, it is a challenge to, if it is not working, then it is a challenge for them to pay the employers to the full salary. So many companies, they are cutting the employees, and also new recruitments are very much affected in all the countries. Uh, so rarely you can see the now few companies who are recruiting. Most of the recruitments which was also initiated earlier, they are not processing it because of this situation, uh, because they are not sure like how it will be in like how will be the situation in coming months also, and also they are not able to process any of the things. Because of this, again, poverty is also increasing, and in India also we have seen many issues like many of the mainly you can see the workers which were like migrant workers. They were working in many metro cities and they went back to home. So many of them become unemployed, and then they're now looking for the new job opportunities. And also this has since they are unable to generate the money, again the poverty is increasing. So that is the one of the major concern. Then a stock market crash also. A stock market also it has fallen down, and I'll be showing in the upcoming slides like how much it has fallen. Then crude oil price also. Crude oil price also has decreased, and also there is a issue of transportation of the oil from one place to other place. Then that also I'll be showing the figures how much it has decreased. Then disturbance in education system. So education institute also you have seen in all the countries, all the universities and school colleges and everything is was on shutdown. They got disturbed, and they are now they are slowly everyone is resuming the classes, but now everything is going through online mode, and completely the classes and also the examinations and everything is now started happening online. But many things has got affected, that got the postponed. So many exams got postponed because of this, and the education sector was also badly affected by the COVID-19. And then health workers are in danger. You see, in health workers who are working with, who are dealing with the COVID-19 patients, so they are having at the risk because they are like regularly in touch or interacting with the COVID positive patients, and they have more chances of getting affected by this. They are using PPE kits and other things, but still they have some chances of getting affected. So, and also like you can see in our country also, the health workers, they are not able to get even leave also. Uh, so they are forced to work, and they have a more like chances of getting affected. And you can see many of the doctors are also getting affected, and some are getting died by because of this COVID-19. uh, Other sector also you can see a disturbance in science and engineering research activities. So research, all the research labs also got affected by the COVID-19. So if whether it is in India, the research labs like CSIR, DRDO, so many research labs are there, or even IITs or NITs who were working uh, on research activities. So they are very much affected by this. They are they are not able to do any field experiments or any experimental works. So most of the things has shifted to the mainly simulation works and other kind of works only they are able to do, and only few of the researchers are able to work in the lab. So that is still so the research sector is also affected. It is all over the world. So all the most of the universities was on shutdown, and students were working from, and research students and researchers were working from the home. So that was a major hurdle for the research work also. Then you can see the nature of work. Work also completely got changed. Before that, many people were working on the field and doing the offline activities. Now the lifestyle has completely changed, and work has also changed. People has started working through online mode. Most of the meetings and everything started happening through Zoom, Google Meet, and other platforms. And work also have worked nature has completely changed. Then you can see the effect on environment also, since the industries and other things everything got shut down. So and also transportation sector is also badly affected. So the pollution level in the environment has decreased because of this. And that's that is for the environment, it's a good sign since the pollution level is decreasing. So it's a beneficial thing. So earlier I have talked about employment. So here I will be showing some of the figures, like uh, like here you can see it from US data from January to May, how like weekly unemployment claims has increased. So earlier it was very less. You can see it is 350,000 weekly average, and it has increased by very much amount. You can see it in during this April and May. So it has become some 6 to 7 millions. So that many unemployment claims has been claimed by the US citizens. So this data shows how the employment has increased. It has increased in all countries. So in the countries like India and other countries, it is very difficult to get the actual data, but the European countries have more data. So I'm just showing the US data. Then earlier I have talked about the stock market. So here you can see it from January to April or May, how much it has decreased. So in percentage, you can see it has gone up to 30, more than 30% decrement in the stock market also. So a stock market also badly affected by this. Then one thing I have talked about oil price. So you can see the price, how much it has changed. So you can see from year 2000 to 2008 how it was increasing. Then again 2012, 16 it was, or 2019 the price was more. And you can see it now during COVID 2020. The price is almost 20.59 US dollar per barrel. So the price has drastically decreased for crude oils. So crude oil sector is also badly affected by COVID-19. You can see it some for West Texas Intermediate, it has went to even negative. So this was regarding the crude oil price. So now again slowly it is increasing. Then other things I have talked about, unemployment and poverty. Here you can see the prediction regarding the GDP also. So International Monetary Fund IMF has says that global economy will shrink by 3% this year. You can see in here how it has decreased. So you can see for few countries like Canada, China, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, UK, and US. For most of the country, it is the GDP is like you can see Italy, it has decreased. It is showing decrement. US, it is showing. So overall, IMF says that the GDP will shrink by 3%. And some of the technologies, so people has to overcome these challenges, people has started using the technologies. Like one of the example you can see it of Zoom. So Zoom is a company uh, whose share has increased. So here you can see the change in share price of the Zoom technology. So it has increased very much since the Zoom become very popular during this lockdown period. People have started using most of the conference calls and emails and meetings through Zoom. So so their investment, their share has increased. Uh, so the similar few companies share has increased, but it is only for a few, but other companies has badly affected. Then you can see one impact like regarding the travel. So travel is almost restricted. International travel is almost restricted. As for this report, you can see that more than 100 countries has put the travel restrictions. So international travels are badly affected. So the events which were planned earlier, that got postponed because of this. Travel was completely banned. Even the researchers or students who were moving abroad for doing postdoc or attending some conferences or other activities, they are unable to move to the other countries. Same thing is for other countries also in the world. They are not people are not able to move from one country to another country because of this coronavirus fear. The governments in all the countries had put the restrictions on the travel. You can see the flight also. So the how the flights number of flights has decreased. So here you can see the comparison on different years like 2017, 18, 2019, and 20. How the number of flights which was like flying daily has decreased. So you can see it in the graph. The 2020 it is, so 2020 is given in this color. You can see this color after This line shows when WHO announces COVID-19 as a pandemic. WHO has announced on 11 March as COVID-19 as a pandemic. After that, the number of flights has drastically decreased. You can see it in 2017, 18, and 19. It was increasing, and number of flights was very much per day. It was more than 1,50,000, around touching 2 lakhs per day. But now you can see it has decreased and came to around 1/4. It has here you can see it is around 50,000. So it has very much decreased, and it is only used for very essential services, and it is like partially used now. Slowly again it is resuming, but it has badly affected the airlines also. Many of the airlines also are like having so much of loss because of this, because they are not able to operate it during this operation. uh, and moving on, earlier I have mentioned like it has affected the environment also, and it has positive effect on environment. So here I am showing the how the NO2 levels has decreased. So you can see this is from a satellite image. It shows the comparison of 2 years, like last year to sign March and April 2019. In this figure, you can see it, the European sky, how it was in satellite image, and during the COVID-19 situation, it is
Sir,
during March and April. Yeah.
Sir, actually we have 7 o'clock time, so we can start by 7:05.
Yeah. So okay. So I will just stop here, and I will continue it after the break. Okay.
So 7:05 we will gather here.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, participant.